Escapism is a funny thing. As children, we are encouraged to use our imaginations. Elders never paid us any mind because we were children, set free to be amongst the trees and play our games of make-believe. The girl from the crowded house became my best friend. She had stories of her own, endless stories, and she made time for mine. We could coexist for days on end, living as pirates, migrants, elves. Anytime we were together, the story would continue. Sometimes we would allow her siblings to join. Really, I just felt sorry for her ma and helped to ease the workload of the day, even for a few hours. We pitched makeshift tents, using their wagon as a carriage, and continued these stories, the only intermissions being supper and sundown. The girl's family was very, very religious. I suppose they have to be with so many healthy children. The last time I'd heard, there were a total of 7 children, and my childhood kindred spirit married a clergyman, Catholic, I presume. We could almost never play in the house, far too crowded. And anything I had ever heard from her ma were commands like, "No witches brew." If my kindred spirit's ma knew what we were actually doing, she'd know that our wagon wheel had broke and that we were only making stew because we were starving and looking to continue our journey. Religion was a topic that was not spoken on much in our house. My father was born into a Catholic family, and my mother denies the existence of any deity, rather looking to the ancestors and the saints for moral guidance. The rules were clear, as though my parents had written them in their wedding vows. Ma could live freely and worshipped as she pleased, and Da kept a family Bible. We all attended Mass to keep people from talking. It was an interesting arrangement. From a young age I knew I was destined not to follow Christianity. I also knew I could never tell us all, Catholic, that's all. Conversations were and are difficult. Small talk deserves a special place in hell. How's the weather? How's your ma? A dangerous one. Reading anything lately? Also dangerous. Always an entertaining jest. Of course I'm reading something, you bollocks, I wanted to say. Or worse. Most of the time, it's a risk to even reveal the title of a book, much less have a discussion of it. A smile and nod, and I can't wait to leave. Get the hell on with it. The small talk around here has got a script, I believe. Hello, how are you? Fine, thank you, and you? Doing well, how are your wains? Thank you, and then the inevitable. A roadblock. Scurry for anything. To ask so as not to seem rude. These days I prefer the company of a book, or to dive into one of my ma's latest missions. One by one, each book on a list which she keeps safe. Locking away copies, listening to the radio, reading newspapers. Any news of another title to be banned. It'll end up on her list and then in our hope chest, locked away. Keeping secrets is an unfortunate weight my family must bear. It seems like an annual event when a younger sister or brother becomes nosy and discovers my mother's work. The scene is all too familiar. Da, ma, nan, gather in the loft with a wain, who is usually just old enough to be in school, but still too young to truly know the depths of the matter. It is our duty to be a witness, to prepare the future generations. We must not repeat history. One by one, after each conversation ends, I feel the weight grow heavier. I cannot bear to think of what would happen to our family if the wrong person were to discover Ma's work. But a hope chest is a sacred heirloom, often containing the family Bible with dates going back generations, births, marriages, deaths, locks of hair from ancestors gone too soon, quilts made by skilled women, their mosaic-like composition now delicate but still breathtaking, to see the pieces arranged so perfectly. A few of the quilts are made using mismatched fabrics, which was common for the time. Some linen, likely from a garment, some suitable for men's trousers, other pieces likely came from curtains, and some a fabric that my mother called linsey-woolsey, a combination of weft and warp. Linen for durability, wool for warmth. Linsey-woolsey was popular way back when my ancestors were alive, before this hope chest business started. Oh, I wonder what they would think. Some of my ancestors would be proud of my ma, and some would ask, what the hell are you doing? But I myself am proud of my ma. She's brave. Being a woman, she cannot fight in the times. She cannot go out onto the front lines. So she must stay back and do what she can to prevent this all from happening again. Our family's chest is kept in a bedroom covered with Nan's in-progress garments for the ever-growing wains. Ma believes there should be 3 factors protecting the books: a location that guests and children are unlikely to enter, a precious family heirloom that would be a heavy intrusion to search through, in-progress sewing laying on the chest, for each child has seen the fury of Nan's wrath if her sewing is disturbed.